Hello, Uggies Worldwide. I'm Dave Kassler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with another episode of Ask Dave. Kaiweets, and we've reviewed several Kaiweets products recently, has sent me a KOT936 soldering station. Now, this is not a rework station like the one I have over here, which also has this has hot air in addition to the soldering station. This is just the soldering. So let's see what we've got. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it all the way through and solder a joint. Okay, now the instructions are on the top. And, some assembly required. Okay, this is the bottom plate. This is for cleaning. Here are the tips that come with this. We've got something, a magnifying glass. Okay, that's nice. We've got some special rosin core solder here. We've got some alligator clips, and underneath we've got the soldering station itself. Kaiweets. Okay, this is the soldering iron itself. Here is the solder iron holder. This is a little thin pad that you can get wet if you want. Or what I use mostly is this thing right here, which looks like a sponge, and it is, except it's made of little strips of copper. So we're going to put this back here as a place to clean the iron. Okay, let's dump a bunch of this stuff. We'll need this. Here are the this one is for the light, or for the magnifying glass. That I don't see it has a light in it, so we'll see. Okay, we'll get all of these things off of here. And this is what the solder station sits on. So let's take a look at this. Okay, we're going to, the alligator clips are already installed. And the one for the magnifying glass, which is protected with a sheet of plastic, this screws onto here. Okay, we put this way. This goes in here. Okay, and we screw through the hole where are our screws. Here we go. Fortunately, it looks like all the screws are the same. That can be a real problem with the kit when they're not all the same. So we're going to take this. I just dropped a screw. Almost just dropped another one. Kaiweets has quite a collection of tools. We recently reviewed a screwdriver set. It was advertised as a screwdriver set, but I understand that its primary purpose is for repairing iPhones and things like that. Okay, now we're going to put these on the corners here. So the way we do that is to put a screw through here. Let's see if I've got this right. Now the screw goes through here. Screw goes through there. I'm not sure it's going to go through there. No, I think there we go. Okay, and then we hold. This is obviously for young people to do. Okay. Somewhere down there is the screw that we dropped. Found it? Good man. I've lost as I've aged. I turn 72 next month. This thing. There. Oh, it just sits there. It just sits there like that. So you gotta be a little careful. This thing comes apart. Now this one we haven't put on yet. This is going to come up from underneath here. Okay. We've got these two left over. Okay, so this now comes in through here, and it sits right there. Okay, so we can attach this to a board use this as a magnifying glass. We can take the cover off. It's very nice. Okay. So I'm going to take this board. This board is for a project I haven't built yet. And we're going to attach we're going to attach right there is going to be a U1, U2. Okay. What we're going to do, this kit doesn't have very many parts. We're going to take from here a integrated circuit. And see the little notch right there? That notch needs to line up with this notch right here. So sometimes these things can be a little funny to put in. See how they're spread apart a little bit like that? We need to kind of get that down more flat. Let's try it, and then we got to get that slot in the right place. Okay. Now, there's a secret to putting these in. Let's first of all connect the soldering iron here. Okay. And it's got a tip on it under there somewhere. Okay, now we're going to plug it in. I got to tell you, somewhere in China is a factory that makes massive quantities of these little black wires that are used to wrap things. Okay, we'll just take this over to place so we can plug it in. Okay, so we'll turn that switch on. And while that gets hot, we're going to remember that we have to tin the lead before we can use it. Okay. So I can smell the soldering iron. It's getting hot. And the light is blinking on and off. Let's put solder on that thing. Way down here, okay? And then we will clean it in here. Okay, we have tinned the tip of this. Now we're going to solder the first one of these. Oops. Okay, we're already seeing a problem with these clips.
Did it fall out?
Nope. It hasn't. It's right there. Now what we're going to do is solder one of these. By the way, this part is extremely hot. This rubber grip right here is designed so that your fingers do not go below that point, because this is exceedingly hot. Okay, now, when we are dealing with an IC, we solder 1/4 corner. Okay. And then hold. I'm going to push up with this finger on it while I reheat that one right there. Okay. Now it's absolutely flat against the board. And what we're going to do is we solder this next one here. Boy, this is terrible. Okay. All right, so we've soldered these outer two. Now I'm not going to go any further with this. We know that this right here, we always clean it before we put it back in here. Okay, and we're going to turn it off. Okay, in summary, what have we got here? This is the Kaiweets KOT936 solder station, which they sent to me for review. And it looks like a really nice little soldering station. It is little. It doesn't take up a lot of desk space. It does have a magnifying glass built in, or I've got my own that's lighted right here that I can use for this. I prefer to use this as a panel to hold the circuit board. It's a lot more stable, easier to work with, doesn't move around when you press on it. So what do I think of this soldering station? I think it is a perfectly competent soldering station. It does everything that it says it will do. We showed it. We took it from the unboxing, the assembly, and soldering a couple joints on an actual circuit board, a kit that I need to move a little further along. Now that I've got everything out, maybe I will move a little further along with it. It's a nice soldering station. Now, remember, this does not have the heat gun, so you're not going to use this for rework on circuits having surface-mounted components. This is primarily for through-hole mounted, although you could install surface mount components with this if you were patient enough. Okay, so it's a very nice little thing. Let's take a look on the Amazon, see how much it costs. Okay, good. See, this has got the link stuff up here. Okay, we're now going to search Amazon for the KOT936 soldering station. This is a new product they have. Yihua makes my other one. Okay, right here is the Kaiweets soldering station. This looks like it. KOT936. There it is in all its glory. Okay, it even comes with some lead-free solder. There are different things you can point out. You can pick the temperature that you want. You can do all the repair and maintenance that you want with this thing. Note again that this is a silicone anti-scalding handle right here. Okay, so there are lots of little things on it. You can take this out if you just want to use that. All right, the price is $48.99. Now I'm going to come up here and create a link for you. And this is the link that you can use to go to this page, amzn.to/3 capital X small r 2 small d capital G capital Y. This link, if you use it, will take you directly to this page. Okay, and furthermore, I'll get a little bit of a finder's fee for you coming there. It will not add anything to your cost, but it will help support the channel. So there you go. So there you have it. We've taken this soldering station from still in the box all the way through the unboxing, assembly, to the point we were able to test it to actually solder on a component in a kit that I am building. We also looked up on Amazon, found it was under $50. This is a very good buy for a soldering station, so it's something you might want to consider. If you use that little code that I gave you, you'll get, I'll get a little bit of of a finder's fee for that, and it won't cost you any more. Now, I want to give you some channel news. First of all, don't forget that we always have a giveaway going on. The giveaway for this month happens to be the UVK5. This is the June 2023 giveaway. June is almost closed out. Any further entries should be for the July prize. So to enter, send a postcard, a QSL card, or an envelope with a single sheet of paper to Dave Kassler, KE0OG, P.O. Box 98, Ridgeway, Colorado 81432. On the paper that you put inside or on your card or postcard, I need your name, call sign, and I need your shipping address, and I need a phone number in case I have any questions. From a privacy point of view, all of these go in the shred pile when they're done, and the winner will get his or her card back. So I don't keep any records, okay? So your privacy is protected in this drawing. Something else I would like to alert you to, as a result of popular request, I'm now selling thumb drives for $29.95. These thumb drives contain the top 10 videos I've ever done in terms of views. The most popular are right here. They're good for things like club programs at your ham club, or just for your enjoyment, or while watching during a commute or something like that. There will be future collections coming out, but this is $29.95. Go to my website to purchase at dkassler.com. And then look at the top at the menu, and you'll see the thumb drive there. Okay, so there you have it. We've covered all the various things you can do. If you'd like to help support this channel financially, you can get one of these thumb drives. That helps. You can go to Patreon, or you can go to one-time tip, and so on. So lots of options. Go to dkassler.com/support for lots of options. Until we next meet, 73.